it's live already? Wow. What? Oh, there's no live. Oh, wow. Looks straight. Yeah, look good. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Zoom, man, for a great stream.
Shouts out to Zoom.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Asaru 9 Ether for supporting.
Yo, shouts out to what's going on.
That's right, Battle Rat, Illuminati. You see the black, the white, and gold. You hear me? But nah, man, we appreciate everybody for supporting MC War, but we wanted to have a little talk about it because we think that they actually think they compliment Smack and Beasley, because for them to say that you're in the Illuminati is to say that you're getting money, you're doing your thing. Is, you know, basically because what Jay-Z said, they had to throw the devil on them, right? You know, so I mean, yup, they did the same thing, doing the same thing to smacking them right now, man. Right. You know, come on, man. Like what you were saying, you said who's in the meetings with the Rothschild, think about it. Bilderberg.
In order to be in the Illuminati, you gotta be inducted into this particular society. And the society that we're talking about is an elite secret society that run this planet. You know what I mean? That they call the Illuminati. That's your Skull and Bones. That's the Bohemian Grove. That's like these elites that the children of the forefathers are, which are the Rothschilds,
right?
The Bilderbergs,
right?
Like these guys have yearly meetings, right, about what's going to be taking place.
The G40, I mean G, right? Whatever, G14 or G something.
Man,
the summit that
top secret G14.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's G14. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, my point is like, yo, what battle rap, like this type of conversation that we having right now, you know,
no rapper. I'm gonna go as far as to say no rapper is in any of those meetings. No rapper is in an Illuminati meeting. Jay-Z not in an Illuminati meeting. No rapper is in an Illuminati.
I mean, as dope as Jay-Z is, right, you know, like, you know.
And I think it's even not even as dope as accomplished as he is. Nah, man, come on, these guys sitting on hundreds. They controlling hundreds of billions. They controlling trillions.
I mean, even within that, Jay-Z's narrative is being controlled.
Fact.
I mean, as much as he sends subliminal messages, the new this is Japanese African American mix tennis player. You know, she had the mask with George Floyd on, which is dope. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like the new Serena Williams or Venus Williams, you know what I'm saying? But she just came out with George Floyd, and they said that, you know, that was probably influenced by Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he probably got her son.
Rock Nation, Rock Sports, Rock Nation Sports.
Right. He's probably under her. So by her, you know, coming out with the mask saying George Floyd, they say that might be influenced by Jay-Z. But even though Jay-Z had these different influences, right, that he has with his artists and his athletes and things of that nature, his narrative is still scripted to a certain degree. And then people have thrown Illuminati on him for years.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So my point is like, come on.
Once he reached a certain level of success. Because at first it was like, you know, he was nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then now y'all, like you said, y'all throw the devil.
It's a compliment again. It's a compliment.
Definitely is to say that y'all achieving a lot. Right. Because again, like y'all have to understand what the Illuminati is, man. Illuminati is root is illuminate. Right. So you know, you had these people that were trying to say that white is good, that the whole thing that goes into the Bible, that white is good, black is bad. Right. The whole part that goes into the Bible that says, you know, really, you know, you have the torchbearer, you have the Lucifer, son of the morning, right? And then you have Jesus that's also talked about, right? As the son of the morning, I think, right? Or son of, you know, something like that, dealing with
son of the morning star.
Yeah. So I mean, you have people like what's it called, Leonardo da Vinci. You had people like Michelangelo, Albert Magnus, Albert Pike. Exactly. You know, these are the different individuals that actually push that type of information into the masses. And then from there, you had your Rothschilds. You know, you had your different individuals. You know, certain class of Masons. Right. You had your what's it called? You had the Druids and stuff like that. A good book is Leviathan 666. Is that the name of the book?
Yeah, that's definitely a good book that breaks them down. There's a story that I want to go into that this individual. I'm gonna get the names to y'all, but what happened within the story is really interesting because of the fact that this young activist was arrested in his teens, him and his group. This happened in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Wow.
And this young it was actually posted into one of the groups by I am Hotep, Hotep's son. And I read it and reading now it's really is dope because it's what happens. This was going on in America and in a lot of African countries. But just to go into the story, what happened was this young activist, him and his guys or group got arrested. And when he got arrested, he told the chief of the arresting party, he told the like, I'm gonna get released, you know what I'm saying? You can't hold a good man down, right? And when he said that to him, the guy said, man, you're gonna get hung. I'm about to hang y'all the next morning or the next few days, you're gonna get hung or whatever the case is. Right? Long story short, he didn't hang him. Some years go by, he goes to the chief's house and show him like, yo, how did you get killed? And not only did not get killed, and they didn't hang him. We have achieved so much within the political realm. We got people in the political party. We got this, we got that. That's running government. And how you doing? And then he started to explain that how since the time they tried to arrest him, and since the time he arrested him and thought that he was going to die, this is all he has achieved. Right. But then the guy was saying, yo, come inside, let's have a drink. You know what I'm saying? And then they started to have a drink, they started to talk, and in the drinks and the talks that they was having, dude was like really gloating at the fact of how much he has achieved within the political realm. So as dude is gloating and speaking of his achievements, the guy that arrested him spits the liquor out as he takes another last drink, and then he spits it out and starts to talk to him. Like, let me tell you something, right? When we took over your nation, we knew at one point we had to let you guys get it. But before we let you guys get it, we took over your reading, we took over your ingenuity. We did not let y'all into certain things, right? For decades or hundreds of years, to the point where to farming, the way y'all farm is based on how we teach y'all how to farm. Everything that y'all know, everything that y'all doing right now is based on how we allowed you to learn. As I'm reading this, I'm like, wow. Because in America, it's the same thing. When we get into government, we thinking we actually, a part of something great, which is an accomplishment, but it's been established. The government has been established since the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? So from 1700s to 2020, you know what I'm saying? There's so much back end information you just don't know because it wasn't given to you by your father, your forefather, your father's father's father. You know what I'm saying? And that's how long they've been playing the game. So I say all that to say what? There's no way we can be inducted into the Illuminati. You follow what I'm saying? Not their Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? But we do have our own Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? That's something else that we should go into. But I thought to tell y'all about that story because that guy, after the arresting officer told him this, he was just so lost for words. It's like he's like the feeling that he had, he feel like he actually did die. You know what I'm saying? Because dude let him know, like, yo, there's nothing that you guys are doing that's on your will. We are allowing y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how ahead of the game that they are. And being in West Africa, Liberia right now, I can see it. I see that all around. You know what I'm saying? Within the corruptness and within the backbiting, the infighting, you know what I'm saying, that happens amongst the people here, you know what I'm saying, but then there is a resilience, there is a will to do better, you know what I'm saying, and I think that resilience, that will will ultimately take over and put the people at a place, but it definitely starts with the children. You know what I mean? You got to be able to break that cycle with the children. You know what I mean? But back to battle rap. You know what I mean? Again, it's an intellectual sport, and us as intellectuals, you know, I think the rapping part is the pastime, and then there's a level of social responsibility that got to be taken, you know, to take over communities. Right. You know what I mean? Take over police departments, where police departments that are in certain communities are ran by, you know, us. You know what I'm saying? So we don't necessarily have to have other races coming into our community to tell us what to do, how to do it, where to walk, where you can't walk, where you can stand, where you can't stand, because someone of your own kind understands the fact that you want to hang out. Understand the fact that they understand who you are, how you do. Yeah, man, more than the other guy. You know, you're not necessarily a threat to that guy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, I think that's what's needed. I think what's really needed is, you know, within the battle rap, within entertainment, within basketball, like right now, Reebok is about to get bought. They're selling Reebok for about $2.4 billion, right? That's not a lot of money. Nah, it's not. But guess who's buying it?
Kanye West.
Nah,
because Kanye said he's worth 1.something billion. He had a shoe that came out through Adidas, right?
Adidas, but that's
all those Reebok.
Right. That's the company. But
so when they sell Reebok, are they selling Adidas or they just selling that brand?
They're selling Reebok.
Got it.
But guess what? They selling Reebok too. Who's Mercy Miller?
Mercy Miller, basketball player, Reggie Miller.
Mercy Miller, Master P.
Oh, Percy,
my fault. Crazy. Percy Miller. And then another basketball player, right? They're coming together, okay, and they're gonna buy Reebok. Yeah. But to me, that what they're attempting to, you know what I'm saying? But my point is, why not? But my point is, like, you know, stuff like that puts us in a position.
You know, you brought it full circle because you just brought it back to apartheid. You went all the way back. The whole bill he just gave was about apartheid and these guys in Johannesburg and how they really controlled everybody. You brought it all the way back to Reebok because remember back in the day we didn't wear Reebok because of apartheid. They were supporting apartheid. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But what's deep about what I find interesting about that is by them buying Reebok, right? It just shows a level of buying strength. And that buying strength that we have, it's coming right now in these days and time, and it allows us to put ourselves in position. And putting ourselves in position in these days and times is very important, right? And that also helped change the children's view. So a battle rapper wouldn't be in Illuminati. A battle rapper has the ability to change the views of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you're such a, you know, you're internationally recognized. Right. You know what I mean? You got young boys, young kids in Liberia, Sierra Leone watching battle rap. Right. You got young kids in Philippines, you know what I'm saying? You got Canada, all across the world watching battle rap. Right. So what you say has weight. You know what I mean? It has a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you're in the Illuminati in respect to that way because you're able to enlighten them so much. Right. So it goes back to social responsibility. I think.
Right. And you think $100 million because I think they base it off of the fact that Caffeine raised $100 million to provide battle rap content. You think that's the reason where people? Because I saw this one guy's blog and he's just kind of going in on Smack Beasley, all the battle rappers twerk. I mean, they call everybody like Illuminati. Like he's like going bananas on these guys. And I'm thinking it's because they saw that $100 million. But is $100 million a lot of money when it comes to
$100 million? Is not a lot of money.
People that actually.
I mean, Jeff Bezos is worth 1.19 trillion.
No, not one. He's a trillion. It's a trillion. Oh, because Amazon. The guy's Amazon. It's a trillion. Sure, I think it's 119 billion.
All right.
Yeah. Trillion? I don't think he's at a trillion.
That's debatable. But I see it's a trillion. Right. I think it's a trillion. He's a $1 trillion man. But my point is,
I think the value is there from Amazon.
I think that guy gets invited into certain meetings. You know what I'm saying?
I think he got stuff under control.
I think that guy gets invited to certain meetings. I think that guy is the guy that they ask him questions and his advice, and he just got all types of houses.
182 billion.
182 billion?
Yeah, that's still, man, it's still hundreds of billions, bro. It's still a hundred. He's encroaching on hundreds. Once you get to 200, now you're saying hundreds of billions.
Right.
You know, and we talking about 100 million.
Right.
Which is
what was said that
that's 0.01% of his wealth right now.
What was said,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was said was he has enough to give everyone in the United States $5,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Right now, that 2,000 is a lot of money. That's 2,000 is about to come. That 1,200 wasn't like a nice little hit.
Right.
So 2,000 gonna be crazy for people that's eligible to get it.
Right.
You know, but yeah, man, that's crazy. So yeah, so there's no way that just because you raised $100 million, you qualify to be within the Illuminati.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you talk about Kanye, he's in the 1 billion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z, I thought he was in the trillion.
I mean, Amazon net worth might be Amazon's net worth, bro. I think Amazon, but I think his 185 billion is because of his stake in Amazon. And remember, his wife walked away. Oh, Amazon is worth 1.7 trillion. Wow, that's what that is. So yeah, I mean, so you can arguably say that's his worth. You can arguably say that's
the machine. That's not him.
Yeah, you know, but shit, is he? I mean, what percentage of it does he own? You follow what I'm talking about?
Right.
But I guess his percentage. Well, shit, Amazon. Look at this one, 826. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos worth more than 200 billion, and that's on the 26th of August, 2020. Wow. So I mean, you know, they're not gonna really reveal everything, man.
I know, right?
You know.
That's interesting. Hey, yo, but Conway, you know, Griselda. I think, you know, he can't move away from the fact of the diss that he put on Murder Move. I've been thinking about it. It's not still, okay. But the fact that he said what he said,
competition, right?
It's worthy because he said he'll smack Murder Move. Something until T-Rex sees it or something like that. But my point is the fact that he said that, bro. Yeah, the fact that he said that, that has to happen. You know what I mean? That has to happen. You know what I mean? So
that's a battle.
Yeah, that's a battle right there. You know what I mean? I think you know, what is it called? Murder has every right not to let that go. Definitely.
Facts. Round back. Oh yeah, that's my brother, man. Asaru Nine Ether.
What's good, bro?
Appreciate you, bro. Definitely free Dr. York. Help free Dr. York.
Definitely.
Don't just say free help. You know, go to freedryork.com. But yeah, man, that's Conway, man. It's definitely a battle for. I definitely love to see him in Murder Move. That would definitely produce something that's noteworthy. You can play it back. That's definitely gonna have playback value. Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking forward to that, man.
You call him the machine.
That together. Yeah, I mean, he is. He's nice. Conway is nice. You know what I'm
definitely gonna talk about that. You know, I was talking about my guy with Spliff Star. You know what I'm saying? About Spliff Star doing something. Right. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? The whole conversation was like, yo, if the Spliff Star battles X, Y, and you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna, whoever he battles, they gotta lose. They gotta take the L. Right. You know what I mean? Because they got an album. They just dropped the album. You know what I'm saying? And the Flip Mode Squad, they just dropped it 2 weeks ago. And if he was to battle whoever, they gotta take an L. I mean, I found that very interesting there. But the fact that, you know, I think Spliff Star's a spitter. Right. I think he's a spitter. I think he'll do his thing. You know, that's my personal.
Yeah, I would like to see. I definitely like to see Spliff Star. I'd like to see him do his thing. I mean, sure, he always been right there. You know, Buster's whole crew was dope. You know what I'm saying? Right. What's your man name? What's the man? Not Ransom. What's the guy? Rampage.
I went to school with that guy. Shouts out to Roger McNair.
Yeah, man. Shouts out Rampage, man. Shouts out Jamal, Lil Jamal, right?
Yeah.
Lil Jamal, yeah, man. Shouts out Lil Jamal. He was at the Keith Murray battle. Right, you know, shouts out to that whole squad. What's her name? Rod Digger, Young Z. Right. Young Z battled at the Blaze battle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he battled the other guy. Yeah, it was the tall, linky guy. I think he's from West Africa too. I forgot the dude who won. I did beat the dude. The dude went on to battle Jin. at the Puerto Rican event, at the event in Puerto Rico, the mix show.
Yeah,
That was like the big joint that really opened up the door for Fight Club.
Fabulous. I mean,
Yeah, nah, man.
uh,
Fat man, tall, linky guy, man. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Nah, this was before Serious Jones. Before that was like Fight Club's entry. You know what I'm saying? If I'm correct, that's like one of the big events they did. They did it during the mix show, the Mix Power Show over there in Puerto Rico. And I would like to see him come back too. I forgot dude's name, but Jin kind of got him and took him off. Okay, as he was doing this thing. Then your man battled him. Man, I hope I don't draw a blank. Grab. You ever seen Grab's battle inside the clothing store?
No.
Well, that's what brought Grab into existence.
Got it.
Grab battle dude, the same guy that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And then Shells.
Yeah.
Shells. You remember Shells?
I remember the name.
Okay, yeah, Shells battle. I think he battled Young Z.
Okay.
Yeah, in New Jersey, it was like almost, if you look at the Blaze battle, the crowd, it almost got bananas up in there. Yeah, because, I think it was at Meadowlands or something like that.
Okay.
And he said something about Jersey, but it got crazy. They had to stop the joint.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he beat Young Z. You know, Young Z is Rod Digger's boyfriend.
All right.
Or baby, got a baby with Rod Digger.
That's where Eminem got to stop.
That's what they say.
Okay.
And if you listen to their old style, Pace One and what's them guys' names? The Outsiders. If you listen to the Outsider style, you could say that it definitely had an influence on him, man. It definitely had an influence on Eminem. Matter of fact, I was at a show they promoted that was Eminem supposed to be there and the Outsiders.
Okay.
Eminem didn't show up though. The Outsiders came through, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They were rolling pretty tight. But yeah, man, shouts out to Shells. I would definitely like to see him come back. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, listen, man, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah,
we will be back tomorrow. Then Sut, let him get his call. We're gonna talk to y'all then. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Debatable, volume 28. No Illuminati in battle rap. That's fictitious. Y'all got some questions, thoughts, comments, put it in the timeline. Let us know what you think. We'll be back tomorrow. We're willing to debate over whatever topic, dialogue over whatever topic. And man, we appreciate y'all, man. Shouts out again to all our supporters, Sasaru 9 Ether, Help Free Dr. York, and we out.
Yeah, man. I mean, check out www.mcwar.com, man. I mean, check us out, man. Share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.